So like, I think if any glass ceiling that I worry about in work environments is being black. Because you can kind of code switch, especially when you just come into a new work environment. You kind of code switch and keep yourself in this specific lane, palatable to your new team in your workplace. So like your gayness may not precede you, but your blackness does. And so I feel like if any glass ceiling that I hit or I'm try to be aware of is like being black, but I've also seen and experienced what it's like to be discriminated against for being a gay man.
I never thought about it that way, because I mean, I'm guilty of code switching. I'm sure.
Right.
I mean, I'm generally me around the office, but like, you know, when I'm going in for a job interview, when I'm, you know, around the office talking to somebody, like the managers or something, of course, you know, you turn it on a little bit.
Right.
And maybe that could be out of fear, like, okay, well, you know, I'm black, so let me make sure they know I have a brain and I'm not stupid and I'm creative and, you know, I have all these ideas, so.
Sometimes it's okay to act dumb, though. I feel like, for me, I feel like people think I'm dumb, so I just act dumb, and then I just prove them wrong, you know?
Right.
Why not?
Never let them know your next
No, never let them know.
I'm so excited. Jamal, you're joining us here today. You guys just saw him in that clip from the Culture Report. You have so many talents. You produced this show. You've been producing this show, the Culture Report. I know, look at you. I am so excited about this. It's been received really well. You guys pick, kind of just like are watching, right? Like what's happening in the week to figure out what you want to talk about?
Yes. Okay. So the show, basically, we're just talking. It's a conversation.
Okay.
We just want to talk about what's going on in marginalized communities. Talk about like underrepresented stories and things like that. And it's an invitation. We want everyone to join. We just want to foster a dialogue, because I feel like a lot of misunderstanding comes from just not knowing.
Yeah.
So we want to fix that with the show.
I think it's great, and I think it's like a chance to have an authentic conversation, right? Because sometimes we just all try to be like prim, proper, PC about things, and that just don't have that real conversation, right?
Absolutely, and I feel like some things can get lost whenever you're PC all the time. So like, this is our time for us to just chill, lay back. We use our own verbiage, you know, we might, ebonics or whatever. We can just relax. We want people to see us for who we are. And yeah, hopefully the show can do that. So every week we like to talk about new things, so what's happening. Even if it's not something that's currently going on, maybe we'll choose a topic. This week, what you just saw, we talked about glass ceilings in the workplace. So it stemmed from, one, we saw a viral video of a woman on TikTok like calling out her coworkers who were on like a Zoom call or something. They were
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw that TikTok.
And they shared their screen with her, and they were saying things about her, and she was like, "Oh, I just want to work with women from now on." And that kind of just transitioned into Ashton talking about how gay men are also have issues in the workplace, like filling leadership roles. Like they're often passed over for leadership roles. So he just talked about his experience with that and mine. Me personally, I never had that concern, so he always has that concern. So I've always had been in work environments where they make me feel comfortable. And I also, like, it might be my own delusion. I'm sure like it is. I know it's an issue, but like I've never been like, I've never feared for that.
That's interesting. But then you hear all these different perspectives. It kind of like you were talking about, right? You like raise that awareness and start to think and look at things a little bit more critically, which is kind of the point of this for everyone who's watching it.
Yeah, and he mentioned code switching. I was like, well, I code switch. I was like, oh, well, maybe that's why. Maybe it's because I'm scared that I'll be perceived a certain way because I am black. So maybe it's things that I don't even realize. So the show is opening up doors to like have conversations like that. We
had just run another segment as well about code switching, which is I think something that all of us should be educated on. And you guys did such a good job of explaining to folks of what is happening in the workplace. For folks who want to watch this in its entirety, where do they go for that?
Oh, they can go to 9news.com or our free 9 News Plus app every Thursday at 6:30. So right after next.
Yeah.
Right there.
There you go. Well, it is absolutely incredible work. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us.